Most of Hobby's canceled flights are attributed to the ongoing bedlam at Southwest Airlines. The company says the winter weather is to blame, but unions also point to the company itself. We start, though, with the stranded passengers. As of this afternoon, FlightAware lists Hobby Airport among the top airports for canceled flights. Let's begin our team coverage this afternoon with Ugochi Iloka getting updates on the options for passengers caught in the middle of a travel nightmare. Ugochi.
Sherman, right now, Southwest Airlines says the earliest they can rebook people is New Year's Eve. And last check, 10 minutes ago, we saw that today alone, they've canceled 2,500, more than 2,500 of their flights. That is 63% of their flights just today alone. Meanwhile, the airline says they are working to help those stranded at the airport, their customers, with things like hotel accommodations and ride assistance. However, several people told us online to KHOU 11 News that they've gotten no help from them yet. Southwest Airlines claims the winter storm significantly impacted their flight operations and not staffing. However, weather isn't the only blame for the flight cancellation chaos. A flight attendant union president says the technology flight attendants use to reschedule flights relies on a phone system that gets overloaded and is quite frankly outdated. We spoke to one customer waiting at Hobby Airport for a ticket refund after his flight was canceled on Christmas Day.
My flight got canceled, and then I had to wait in line for 3 hours. Once I got up, they said there were no flights till Thursday, and I didn't want to take the risk of it being canceled again. So me and my family, we got a hotel, and then we decided to drive here to Houston. It took us 12 hours.
And the Adams family made that long drive all the way from St. Louis. Now, this has become such a big problem that the U.S. Department of Transportation says they're monitoring the situation, even looking to review how this all happened, all these issues, how they spiraled out of control so quickly. Sherman, we also reached out to Southwest Airlines to get a response on how they plan to help those who are stranded and how quickly they'll do it.
Lots of people want answers to all of those questions. Ugochi Iloka, thank you. Piled up luggage, more evidence of the pandemonium. Our Michelle Choi picks up our team coverage with the epic odyssey to retrieve checked bags.
Yeah, there are still rows of luggage here at baggage claim, but I can tell you it is a lot more organized than it was less than 24 hours ago. You can see that the bags that are still here are now grouped into sections. There are also a lot more Southwest agents here on the floor working hard to assist passengers looking to get their bags back. Among the Southwest passengers who showed up extra early this morning hoping to retrieve their bags was Vivian Lone. Her flight in Florida was delayed before she finally made it to Houston last night. She's been trying to get to Austin to see her grandkids, but with no clear answers from Southwest, she decided to drive and waited until morning to get her bags to avoid the chaos.
I couldn't wait in the lines because I have a bad back, so I didn't want to wait, 5 hours just to try to find my bags. So I went ahead and rented a car, and then I got a hotel room myself.
It's been an emotional roller coaster for Vivian, who recently lost her husband.
And it's hard. They don't know how hard it is. And I'm here by myself, so it's very hard.
Her prayers were finally answered when she got her bags back a short time later. We were there as she embraced the Southwest agent who retrieved it, and Vivian cried tears of joy.
Because I lost my husband a few months ago, and and I'm just trying to get better. So, and I told them that, and they went straight back there and got my luggage for me. And now I'm going home.
Shortly after this heartwarming moment, we ran into Christopher Rosales, who, like Vivian, decided to take a gamble and come look for his bags. Unfortunately, he wasn't so lucky. He says Southwest agents told him his bags were still in an Orlando airport where he was stranded for 3 days.
I'm one of several people who experienced multiple cancellations, a night in the airport, a Christmas Eve in a random hotel airport. I got no messaging during all of that time, and I think that's when the message needs to happen.
Christopher says he was finally forced to rebook through a different airline and made it home for Christmas.
I made Christmas dinner. That was everything.
But his Southwest odyssey still isn't over. Christopher says Southwest is planning on shipping his luggage, which is filled with Christmas gifts, to his home now. A longtime fan of the airline, he had this message for Southwest.
When the phones aren't being answered, when the app isn't working, when the website isn't being updated, and none of these systems are integrated in real time, people feel lost. People feel let down. People feel defeated. I just hope that they're able to tighten up their system, communicate with your clientele, your passengers, especially at Christmas, get the message out. Regardless of what the shortage of staff is, it shouldn't be a shortage of a clear message to the people that they're doing what they can.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Southwest is hoping to do. The airline says they are doing everything they can to make this right, including offering hotels, ride assistance, and rental cars to stranded passengers. By the way, if you made any of those purchases out of pocket, keep your receipts and contact Southwest. Back to you.